Hi everybody, got a wee planer. It's a wee Hitachi planer which I've used for years just for doing odd jobs, doing doors and whatnot. So obviously this is the blades here. The blade is not it's not the wee thin ones, but actually quite a large blade, and that would be the blade there, the original blade. Now it's absolutely blunt. So ordered a new set of blades from Amazon for my exact model, which they sent me here in a little plastic case, which is there. Okay, so everything looked great, very sharp, definitely going to do the job which I require for it. But on closer inspection, get rid of the plastic. So setting replacement blade there, and setting old blade beside it. So all looks very similar, and I thought, happy days. Once you take off these three bolts here, release the guard, you then see the fixture which the blades are. It's like a backing plate which is screwed to it, and then obviously fits into two wee lugs, and then away we go. Obviously just tighten up. So on looking at the old blade, this is where it screws in here, and then obviously the big bolts go 1, 2, 3, and it bolts on to the planer. So the new blade, keeping this one beside it, looks like it screws onto the back plate. 3 big screws go on. Terrific. They're out by a very small amount, but they will screw in. But whenever I went to put it onto the back plate, I noticed that there wasn't really much adjustment. Once you put it on the back plate, that was it. It didn't do anything, and it was catching. So the original blades have a slot here and a slot here, which allows you to adjust the height onto the back plate. This new one doesn't allow you to make any adjustment whatsoever. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. I know absolutely nothing about these here, so I'm going to try it again to fix it, see whether it will fit in. If it doesn't fit in, I'm just where the screw hole is here with my finger, I'm going to cut 2 slots to allow it to, it'll be similar to this, and then I'm going to file it out. It may not be as neat as this, but as long as I can catch it, that's my main aim. So another wee bit in a wee while. Nothing is ever easy. So this is the blades all removed from the planer. Fixed these ones in just in place, so that's it screwed on to the back plate, and obviously it sets its own height. So the back of the plate, which I'll show you now, is there. So this here catches on to the lugs on the planer here, and then your 3 big bolts fit in just where I was pointing with the screwdriver. Time to fit. So going on with the new blades, and obviously fixing them in place. 3 bolts in, the carriers at the back here, and as you can see, it's hitting on the side of the planer. Now it's not hitting this side, but it's hitting this side, this wee lug. so not good. So that's putting it in the original holes. It would have been so easy, but now I've got to try and cut a piece out, file it down, and see if I can get it in level. So obviously I'm going to cut the blades to suit, but this little piece here was catching the blades. So what I've started doing is there's nowhere else that it seems to have a high point bar this little bit here. So carefully I've taken down a little bit of it by file, and just smoothing it off, making it better. So put the blades back on and see whether it turns. So after much deliberation, it's not very neat, I grant you, but all I was looking to do was just to cut that back up. What you do with your planer blades is up to you. I just done this because it suited me. It's not really to copy. Do what you need to do, but stay safe at all times, and make sure everything's clamped down. I did notice one thing, that the back plate is different on this one than it is on the other one, so it was easier to set the height. I'll put it on, give it a whirl. If it doesn't work, bin it and buy a new one. So blades cut the length, made the wee slot to allow the screws to come down on it, and I've put a wee level straight edge onto the so it's catching the blades on both sides. Obviously can't turn it around because I want to get one hand for the camera and one hand for this, but passes over both faces of the planer, and doesn't, there's still plenty of clearance. So I'll give it a wee try now and see where we can play on off, but that's it. So if you decide to do this yourself or even try it, it was either this, I couldn't find any extra blades that were the exact match. I thought they would have just fitted, but I had to fettle it a wee bit just to get it to work for myself. So I don't know if that's beyond what you wish to do or whatever, but it works for me. Always be safe, especially with an electric planer. If the blades aren't tightened in properly or fixed properly, or you've done something, part of it could break off and shoot off. So always be very careful at all times, and make sure you keep your fingers away, or you'll be up to your knuckles in no time. Enjoy.